Hey everybody, hope you're all having a good day today, at least as far as Mondays go. Happy 4th of July week. You're about to watch my open mic performance from the High Tone in Memphis last Tuesday, June 25th. And I did gaining weight and this new bit about cleaning toilets and working as a janitor, and then slips, trips, and falls and a couple of B.A.M news stories. Now, overall, I thought this performance was okay. The opening was really good, really strong. Great response from the audience. Everything was landing like it was supposed to. And then I tried some newer jokes that were in the gaining weight bit, and they didn't do so well. They kind of bombed. So I made a joke about that, and I got good responses, but then I had more jokes that bombed, and I ran out of jokes about that kind of thing. So, yeah, there ended up being this disconnect between me and the audience through the end of the set. And, it happens. That's part of it. And so you try to learn. Now, I am a lot happier with this after having rewatched the clip than I was just after having done this set. I didn't think it was that good at all when I had just done it, but then I revisited the clip, and it's not as bad as I thought it was. It's not great, but it's not as bad as I thought it was. So yeah, there are some new parts to the gaining weight bit. The thing about working as a janitor, cleaning toilets, it's not any of the things like you've seen on B.A.M comedy before. It's brand new. I wrote it that day. Something happened at work. I made a joke about it to my coworker, and he laughed, and so I just tried it on stage, and it didn't work as well in front of an audience. I don't know exactly what happened. It was brand new though, so I mean, that's what the open mic is for. And then by the time I got to slips, trips, and falls, there's a new section in that, and that disconnect was already in place. So the audience somewhat responded. They didn't respond as well as I'd really hoped they would. There is going to be a point when I fall out of the frame. I apologize for that. It was a mistake on my part with the camera. But other than that, it doesn't last long. It's just out of frame. You can still tell where I am, and then back in frame, and it's fine for the rest of the set. As usual, there are going to be no added laugh tracks. The only sounds in this video will be sounds from in the room. If it wasn't heard in the room at the time, you will not hear it in the video. All that kind of good stuff. But like I said, overall, I thought this performance was okay. Not great, but not bad. But it doesn't matter what I think. I want to know what you think. Talk to me down in the comment section below. Do you like these new sections on these bits? Do you think that I did okay? Do you think that I did badly? Do you think I suck and should quit comedy? Do you think I should just keep going? Whatever you think, tell me down in the comment section below, and I will read it. And no, I'm not going to quit. So if you tell me to quit, not gonna. Anyway, yeah, that's all for that. Now, some quick announcements. I'm going to be in Little Rock this week. Tomorrow night at the Joint at 8 o'clock. I'll be there for that open mic. And then Wednesday night there are two. There's one at the Rail Yard. I believe it's 7 o'clock. And one at, I think it's called Midtown Billiards. Something like that starts, I think, at 10 o'clock. These are all open mics. And so I'm going to these open mics. Excuse me. I'm going to these open mics in Little Rock to try and get some practice in. And then I'll be back in Jonesboro on Sunday, the 7th, at Skinny J's for the NEA Comedians Sunday Fun Day open mic. And then this is all to get ready for a show in Jonesboro at the Recovery Room on the 12th, July 12th, at Recovery Room. I have some time in a show with Little Rock comedian Alexi. Alexi, I believe his last name is Barrientos. Alexi, if you're watching, I'm sorry if I butchered your name. Very funny guy. He's headlining. Adam Maldonado is also going to be there. Allison MacArthur is going to be the host, the head of the NEA Comedians. She's hosting, and I have some time on this show as well. So I'm excited about that, and I'm working on getting ready for that and trying some different things out at some of these mics. But yeah, that is all I have for you, so enjoy the show!
Give it up for Rice Moore, everybody. Rice
All right, good to see you. How we doing? Yeah. It's all good. I've lost 40 pounds. I found about 70 more. I think I'm pretty well stocked up. No, I have gained a lot of weight, y'all. I can tell because I have to walk further away from things, keep from bumping into them. You ever have to do that? You just walk by. Oh, God! I used to have more clearance than that over here. And if I puncture it, then I'll have to amputate a fat roll.
I kind of want to do that, but I don't really want to do it, because if I get one side done, I got to get the other side done. Otherwise, I'll be lopsided, you know? Bryce, what's going on? Not much. How are y'all? That's good, that's cool. I found out that you can go on YouTube and find like a bunch of 80s and 90s workout videos. And so you can get a workout from right there in your living room if you want to. Only problem is, you know what else is on YouTube? NFL highlights. And those are a whole lot more fun to watch. I'd much rather watch somebody else be active than just being active. Because hey, when the coach gets mad and he starts yelling at somebody, it's not at me. I like that, you know? That's new too, so it's But no, I'm eating myself into an early grave. I know it's coming. But I'm not worried, I'm Christian. You know, I know where I'm going. The only thing about it is that when my time finally comes and I have to die, I know it's going to be a long walk up those steps. And I don't want to climb it. You know? So I'm kind of hoping that God just installs a little escalator system before too long. What?
I said you gotta pray about it.
Yeah, I'm working on it. I'm praying. Thank you. I appreciate the advice. But no, you call me and I wear this ridiculous looking shirt, look like a plus size superhero, like a Justice League reject, like one of those characters that pitched in DC that just didn't work out. That's cool. I'm not gonna get that one. It's okay. I work as a janitor. Yeah, they pay me in time off. Don't clap for that. He scrubs toilets! Yay! I don't have to! I hate you. I was at work today and I'm on bathrooms this week and I walked into one stall and it was clean from yesterday. Toilet water's still blue, like everything's perfect. And I'm like, maybe they'll both be this way. Walking to the next stall, polar opposite. Y'all, it was the size of a soda can. There's a guy walking around today just like, oh. That's okay, I literally did write that today. That's how it goes. I went to a safety meeting one day, and it was titled Slips, Trips, and Falls, Prevention and Identification. And I thought, is it really that important to identify whether it was a slip, trip, or fall? You know, I mean, let's say that you're at work, and you come up on a guy who looks something like this, you know, I don't think it matters if he slipped, tripped, or fell. You know, I don't think it matters which one. I mean, let's say that you're working, you're two to three stories up in whatever building you're working, and you come up and you see a broken window. Now, prevention is gone, right? It went out the window. I'm glad y'all like that. And so you look over the edge and there's a guy on the sidewalk with one knee bent backwards, his head is spun 180 degrees, screaming in pain. The last thing he wants to hear is, "Hey! Did you slip, trip, or fall?" If he answers, it's not going to be nice. I do YouTube and TikTok and all that kind of stuff. And one of my shows that I have, it's a news show. I put out news, the real news stories. And I'd like to share a couple of those with you if that's okay. Would you like to hear a news story? Okay, thank you. I'm trying to have support from these days. This is one of my favorite ones. It's pretty recent. This guy named Andre A. Isabel drove to Walgreens in Jonesboro to report that he had stabbed and murdered his wife. Now, I don't think the pharmacy has anything for that, but he took a stab at it, right? And there's another one. Jeffrey Allen Carter was sentenced to 12 months probation after he asked his stepson to burn down his house in Paragould, which exploded. The house exploded, resulting in the death of the stepson, and then Carter got 12 months probation. Imagine if he got house arrest after that. But now, thanks, Charlie. I appreciate you over there. But now he wanted to burn down the house because he had all kinds of issues with the house. It was too expensive to fix, And so he was burning it down to collect the insurance money, which in the end he had to spend on a funeral. But on the bright side, he saved a bundle on cremation services. Okay, that's all I got for you, my good scholars. So much fun.